Right now, if you're looking to buy a truck, which a lot of people get caught up in this situation right here. They come up on some money, they decide to buy a truck. They don't have a CDL license. The whole point of them buying a truck, because they hear there's a lot of money in trucking. Damn near everybody you talk to, that's the first thing they tell you. Oh, I heard it's a lot of money in trucking, I want to buy a truck. And they don't have a CDL license. There's some groups out there call themselves selling CDL courses, and they never drive a truck before, and they don't have a CDL either. But the thing they're not telling people is what will happen when the driver quit and you got a load on the truck. If you look on this post right here, that's exactly what happened to this guy. He hired a driver. The driver was happy with the pay and being off on weekends. First of all, when you hire a driver, that driver willing to go anywhere and do anything if he been off for a long time not getting no pay. Bills backing up. Right now he just trying to work, so he gonna tell you everything you wanna hear. That's majority of them that's looking for a job. Now he hired a guy. The guy went and pick up the first load, and he took the truck back to the yard. So all he did was go pick up the load, take the truck back to the yard, and text the owner time he changed his mind. Now in this situation, the guy didn't say if he have his own authority or if he was leased on to a carrier. If you're gonna buy a truck and you don't have a CDL license, make sure you always have a backup driver on standby. However you get that driver, whether you get it through the agency, whether it's just somebody you know or a friend of a friend that's willing to help you out at a last minute notice, because most drivers are not reliable. I'm just going to tell you like it is. Most drivers, they want to work, they want the money, but they're only going to do so much to get it. And if they've been sitting at home for a while looking for jobs, your application wasn't the only one they filled out. And a lot of times when one job call you, soon as you start that job, like the first or second day, that's when the other job that you was really interested in call you. So more than likely, that's the situation right here. The guy, he filled out your application, you were the first one who processed his application, and boom, soon as he start working for you, the job he really wanted called him. Now I can't blame the guy for that, because he go after what he really wanted. And the problem in this situation is not even the driver. Yeah, the driver could have ran that one load, since he already picked up the load. Tell the owner, look, I'm gonna run this one load, but when I get to where this load going, I need a load coming right back here, because, you know what I'm saying, I was waiting on something else and it came through and I'm going to take it. Simple as that. You run the load, come on back, park the truck. You know what I'm saying? So the owner not stuck with a load on the truck and he don't know what to do with it. Now, that would be good on the driver part. Just, you know what I'm saying, just looking out for the owner, for the simple fact that he offered him a job. Now, on the owner part, you don't have a CDL license, and you have drivers out here running all over the place. Anything can happen where you need to go recover that truck. He he owned the truck for about, he's saying this trucking business for about 3 years, and he has never seen this happen. He's lucky it take him that long for it to happen, because some people, it happened to them with the very first driver that they get. But if you have the truck for 3 years, why didn't you go get your CDL license all this time? I see a lot of people, I come across a lot of people in this situation right here, where they have a truck, the truck making some money, and they never thought to go get the CDL. Even if you don't plan on driving the truck, just go get the CDL, just in case a situation like this arises. Okay, in this case, if he had a CDL, he could simply go run that one load, come back, park the truck if he don't want to keep driving the truck until he find another driver. Or he could just jump in the truck and go and drive it until he find another driver. If you decide to do this, you decide to give it a try, which I know some people listening to my videos gonna do it. You come up on some money and you're gonna buy a truck. You don't have a CDL license. You don't plan on getting a CDL license. If you buy a truck, lease it on to a mega carrier. You might hear in some of my videos, I say the mega carriers don't pay as well as the smaller mom and pops company, or they have more deductions than the small mom and pops company. But in this situation, that might be your best option. Because the mega carrier, they have a lot of drivers. It's easier for them to repower that load than if you're with a small mom and pops company. Also, it would be easier for you to find another driver for your truck if you're with a mega carrier. Because sometimes they have drivers that want to go drive for owner operator. That could recommend you to a driver or something. Another driver that's already with the company, and they just want to switch over to drive for owner. But from other people's experience, man, if you're going to buy a truck, get your CDL. Try to avoid this from happening to you. Because when this happens, you might lose a customer. You might lose a good broker that you was working with. And this account might be your best account that you have. They pay on time. They load you quick. The load not overweight. The drivers don't have no issues when he go there pick up the load. On the receiving end, they unload you fast. Stuff like that. The broker might always have something heading back to your home base when you want to head home. Or this might be a load coming out from the house if you live in a bad area. So stuff like this will mess up your trucking business. And the driver don't care. At the end of the day, what the driver care about is his paycheck. You got his family to feed. So as long as he move on to another company where he making the money he want to make, he's alright. You're the one now that got to worry about the account that you just lose, or the customer that you just lose. So if you're coming out here in this trucking business, man, get your CDL. If you're going to buy a truck, think about getting your CDL sometime after that. There's nothing wrong with buying a truck and don't have a CDL. But it's what happened when problem like this come up. What's your plan? What you going to do about it?